Assalamualaikum, hello everyone. My name is Mohammad Haris Amin and I'm official representative at NC Spaces. Today's video is going to be on Australia, and this one is going to be with a good news, with a great news. Actually, I'm confused right now that what exactly should I use for this particular statement, because Australia has finally decided to open up their international borders for international students. Yeah, that's right. From 1st of December, international students will be traveling to Australia from all over the world. Now this is I'm going to discuss later in this video. There is a bit of a confusion regarding international students and regarding the countries, which I'm going to clear in this particular video, so kindly do watch the full video. And for all those students who haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe the channel so that you can get the latest information on daily and regular basis. Right now, Australia has opened up their international borders finally. It was expected, as far as I'm concerned. It was quite unexpected to the larger audience, because they were not trusting Australia at all, and they were saying that Australia is just giving the lollipop again. Before every intake, just say that they are going to open up the borders, there will be pilot programs, then again they are not going to follow the plan, and there will be no pilot program, there will be no international students going to Australia. But finally, alhamdulillah, international students will be going to Australia. Now, the confusion which occurred yesterday was that what is the status of the different countries? Is Australia opening up the international borders for the whole world as far as international students are concerned, or it is specifically for Japan, South Korea, Singapore and New Zealand? Because there was a particular statement that you have to check the immigration website, you have to check the Home Affairs website, and countries will be listed there. There was a statement, and in today's world, with social media so much change, the news traveled very fast, and people were sharing different news. So I'm going to clear that particular query. Now, point number one: all international students that have student visa, Australian student visa subclass 500, they can travel to Australia from around the world, from around the globe. It's not specifically for South Korea, Japan, Singapore or New Zealand. Pakistani students can travel, Chinese can travel, Indians can travel. Each and every country, a student who's, doesn't matter where he is right now in the world, if he has Australian student visa, he can travel from 1st of December, depending on the fact that his theo is active or not, which take he's going for, and all that other stuff which will be included. But from 1st of December, student can travel. Now, the main problem is that we take half of the information, right? South Korea and Japan or Singapore, they are talking about these particular countries. Visitors will be coming from these countries as well from 1st of December. That is a major difference. Now, for total, you can say around the globe, international students, each and every international student is going to be welcomed in Australia from 1st of December. But can visitors go from Pakistan, for example, to Australia? The answer is no, they can't, because Australia has allowed international students and worker categories to come to Australia. Skilled worker categories, basically. I am primarily focusing on international students right now because it's a larger audience, and most of the queries that we are getting from international students. So I'm focusing on that particular point. But the skilled worker immigrants are also included in that news, in that statement given by PM Scott Morrison. But visitors are not allowed, not at all. Visitors from India will not be going, from Pakistan they will not be going, from China they will not be going. But from Singapore, yes, visitors will be going. From Japan, yes. South Korea, yes. New Zealand, yes. So that was a major difference between the visitor news and the international students news. So again, just to clarify, international students from around the globe are going to be welcomed in Australia from 1st of December, regardless of the country, but visitors will be allowed from only these 4 countries. That was a specific news. That was actually a big query that the students were asking yesterday as well. So I have decided to make a particular video. Otherwise, you all know that Australia has opened up their borders, and it is, I think it's commendable the way Australia has moved forward. A country which was a couple of months back having a vaccination rate of 10 to 15% only is now crossing 85%, and in coming months they will be crossing 90% as well. Now, the students are also questioning the process basically. and by process I mean the quarantine. As far as quarantine is concerned, New South Wales, ACT, that is Canberra, Australian Capital Territory, and Victoria had categorically declared that there will be a quarantine-free travel. There will be no need for quarantine if you are fully vaccinated. And by fully vaccinated, I mean if you have TGA-approved vaccine, right? So you can travel to Australia on student visa, not an issue. You can go to New South Wales, you can go to Victoria, you can go to the Canberra, not an issue, and you can go directly to your destination. There will be no particular requirement as far as quarantine is concerned, home quarantine, hotel quarantine. There's going to be nothing like that. But other states will have some restrictions which will be cleared in the coming days, and this student has to follow the restriction a particular state is imposing, right? If you're going into any other state other than these three, the restrictions must be followed. They can't be ignored, otherwise there will be penalty. Obviously Australia is going to fine you as well. Right now, if a student has just got vaccinated, now this one is also a very important point. If you have just been vaccinated, for example 3 days or 4 days ago, you will not be considered fully vaccinated as far as Australia is concerned. For Australia, you will be considered fully vaccinated only and only if you have got the dose 7 days back. Minimum 7 days back. If you have got the dose, you will be considered basically fully vaccinated. And when you will be traveling to Australia 3 days before your departure, PCR test is a must. COVID-19 test, which is it will be must. You must have a PCR test within last 72 hours, and then you will be getting on board, and you will be landing in Australia, and they will check it there as well. Right? So PCR test is a must to have. You must be fully vaccinated, and by fully vaccinated I mean you have gotten your dose 7 days back at least. You must have your active COEs, you must have your passports, you must have your, as far as Pakistani students are concerned, you must have your polio certificates, you must have your valid passports. Each and everything should be updated, each and every thing should be maintained when you're going to the airports, because then only and only then you will be able to get on board and you can land in Australia. So to sum up this video, this is a great news, great news, and I want to thank all of you, because basically our audience has basically supported us throughout this period. We started this channel, we started our videos from Australia. We have done so many videos on Australia, Canada, UK as well, and you guys have supported us throughout. And I want to thank each and everybody who has watched our videos, each and everybody who has liked our video and disliked our video, because and the comment section especially, they have motivated me a lot to change a lot of things, especially when people say that I talk very quickly. So I'm working on it, and hopefully I'm improving as well. You probably liked my videos in future as well, but you guys have supported us throughout this period. We have started videos on Australia, and finally we started at a time when borders were closed and COVID-19 was just getting in. And you guys have supported us throughout the period. You have listened to our videos, you have liked our videos, you have called us, you have WhatsApped us, and you have made contact with us, which means a lot to me, especially because this means that you have liked our videos and you think our content is original, which it is, because I always share the proof from where I have taken this particular information. And thank you very much, and congratulations to all the international students, to all my Pakistani fellows, all those international students who will be going to Australia. Congratulations again and again, and I hope you guys have a great bright future in Australia. And all the students who haven't got their tickets booked, kindly show some quickness, right, and get your tickets booked, because in near future tickets are going to be very expensive. So don't waste your time, get your tickets as soon as possible, right? So thank you very much for your time. Take care. Allah Hafiz.